Welcome back, sports fans. This, my friends, will be mile 120. Alright, so we've just seen a couple big moves here. Joey Plunka is in first place here. Cam Croyle, Parnell Drake, Pepper Drake there. Billy Brett in 88. Austin Bigler, who had actually an opportunity to continue on forward, but failed. Alex Hodge, and then Wayne Montana. So out of all these guys, we've actually seen a couple of big moves here in the last 20 to 30 miles, actually up to 7 lead changes. Fun fact. So thank you again for your feedback, and guys, thanks for your viewership. It's fantastic to see you guys so active here. Let's roll some dice to get ahead here, and we'll see. So first we'll be over here to the top group, and we're going to go to control here. So we just had all the drivers roll their reflex drives in the middle group there, but now we're going to see some control driving here by the top group, try to maintain that top spot there. So we're going to go to Wayne Montana first here, and that'll be a 6, so he'll fail that one because he can't pass the gas pedal check there. Alex Hodge in the 78 car, he rolls a 6 as well, so he will fail as well, unfortunately. And then Austin Bigler, who has a double control here, will get to go twice here if he doesn't pass the first time, and he will not pass because a 3 is fine, but that 1 blue there is going to be easily passed by Joey Plunka here. So let's roll one more time here to see if by chance he has a chance. And a 4 is passable, but that 1 blue, dang, Joey Plunka has got easy defense there, no problem. Now Billy Brett's the next one up here, guys, as you guys can see. Next control, 2 red is no problem there, and a 6 will be impossible for Joey Plunka, and Billy Brett, my friends, will be leading the race here. First time he's actually been in the first spot in this Scram 2016 season, so good for him here, as Parnell Drake will be the last man to get up to him. And a 4, he passes, and unfortunately, just like that, guys, it looks like Billy Brett has fallen back into 3rd place there and was unable to handle the spotlight. So definitely, hey, heavy lies the crown, as they say, of course. And so, as you guys can see, we have a new leader here with Parnell Drake. And let's see if Parnell Drake can actually hold on here. He is, of course, a little bit hot and heavy here. So Parnell Drake sometimes can hold in the driving, but we'll see what happens here. And as we go into mile 230 here, we'll have to see what happens as we get closer to that pit stop, which absolutely does cause some concern for a lot of drivers. So a 2 will be the top group again, and a 5. So that'll be reflex. So as a lot of leads change there, at least twice there. A lot of the drivers are going to be using a lot of the, as you guys could say, the reflex driving there, kind of utilize their own self here. So first will be Wayne Montana with a reflex, so 5 there. Passes that, and a 4. Parnell Drake has 1 reflex plus 2 brake bonus. So Wayne Montana has climbed all the way back up into the lead here, guys. Good for him there, as you guys can see. Great job for him, but of course he is a villain as he hasn't treated a lot of the right drivers correctly here. So there has been a little bit of a villain, or at least an anti-hero here. But we're going to go down to Billy Brett to see if he can dethrone Wayne Montana here in that top spot. A 4 is passable, but a 2 will be easily overtaken for the defense here for Wayne Montana. Cam Croyle is the last driver here in this group that'll go for the reflex there. So that'll be a 2. No problem. And a 6 is an automatic maneuver there, so he will actually take over Wayne Montana's place there, and he will actually lead the race for the first time as well. So Cam Croyle is making moves here. He is a feuding driver, if I remember correctly, with Brooks Bilovich. So he is kind of a driver that might be seeing some heavy action here if we do roll the right dice. So guys, I hope you guys have already picked your winner here. I know a lot of people already picked them in the beginning there. You can actually put your bets down below, of course, what you guys think is going to win. I'm still hoping for, of course, myself with certain drivers here. Of course, Monica Merrick is my favorite driver in the series for really no reason at all here, of course. But we're going to go to duel here, guys. So we rolled a 6, so a duel means we're going to go there. And then, of course, a 7 means the feuding or fuming drivers. And I just mentioned here that it is Cam Croyle, so we're going to go Cam Croyle. And here's Brooks Bilovich here in the bottom group. So I moved them right there so you guys can see them there. So he is, of course, the turtle. And this guy is, of course, let's see, what's the word he uses? The rabbit. So let's roll again here on the feuding drivers here, as Cam Croyle, the leader, is going to be taking on Brooks Bilovich in this 10-mile stretch with an 11. So let's see here. So it looks like, guys, I cannot make this up. It looks like the turtle and rabbit are out, and it's a yellow a yellow, is it yellow? Yeah, yellow flag there, guys. So I cannot make this up here, guys. It says it right there. Both drivers get into an accident, guys. Just imagine a terrible accident there, folks. Terrible, as Cam Crow slams into the wall, and Brooks Bilvich just cannot get his tires out of there, and he follows in suit across the grass runway there, and they're both out of the race there. So that is terrible news for both of their teams. And of course, that's what happens, guys. I'm telling you, when you race feuding there, a lot can happen there. So it looks like Cam Croyle was able to lead the race, but then failed miserably at the end. I'm just going to write that in real quick here. Brooks Bilvich and Cam Croyle did not finish there. Yikes. Cam Croyle. All right, so guys, we need to do a yellow flag lap here. 1 plus a yellow. That might make this time a little easier, or a little harder, I guess you could say, because we're going to only have 20 or 10 more miles until we actually have to go into the pit stop here. But let's check out, see who's going to be coming in here for the first spot here. Now, because it's a middle group, so bottom group, middle group, top group, Wayne Montana moves into the top late race leader, because I don't feel like is it a different race? I'm not sure if it's a different. You know what? I'm going to play it like that. I'm going to play it just like it's a different group, and to see if they are going to... Well, wait, it's a yellow flag, right? So it means they're just going to move right in there. So there is no need to roll dice because it's a yellow flag. So we're good to go. So let's keep going here, guys. Let's move everybody up. And of course, I'll remind everybody, the reason why you just move them all the way up without actually even having to roll the dice is because it's a yellow flag. So if there's a yellow turn here for us, the racers just move up with the next group. So we're now set here, guys, as we of course had our 1 to 10 mile stretch there, according to our turn there. So now we're ready to go in the 160th mile. So let's see, as the race leader Cam Croyle got taken out here by Brooks Bilvich. Yikes. So that's gonna be an 11 here, guys, which means it's gonna be a problem. So a problem in the top group. Of course it would be a problem in the top group, because we just had a yellow flag, right? So let's see what happens here, as the drivers are now getting heated here down in the southeastern area of the states here. Let's find the drivers here in the top group who are going to be in the problem here. So a 6 will be what we're looking for. So a 6 will be Sean Hashhagen. Tough for Sean here. Don't want to see this happen here, but unfortunately we have to roll the dice. So with Sean Hashhagen, it's going to be a 31, which will be handling problem. Roll for repair. Yikes. Okay, so let's see what happens here, as he's going to have a handling problem there. So let's move him all the way down here to the back of the group here. We're going to roll for repair. His repair is an A, so that's good for him, though. And we are still in the first... Well, are we? It's 40 turns. Let's check, actually. I don't think we're in the first 40 or the first third anymore, because a third was, what's that, 40, so it's 1... Carry that, be 3, so 13 miles. So it's gonna be the second half. So we're gonna be actually in the middle of the middle third here. So for an A, that's gonna be a 9, and he rolls an 8. So he is fine. He's able to repair himself, or get back in and repair there. But we will have to roll here. Who's gonna fill the gap with Jeff Daly Jr. right there? So he will move back up there to the 7th spot. We'll move all the middle drivers up. Marty Mullen gets to go up into the 11th place there. So that's good for him there, as these drivers are in the middle group are just playing it safe there, guys. Really good for them. Gary Pine, let's see if he's going to be able to make the moves here. And he does with a 1. No problem at all there. Okay, so now we have our drivers right there all set, and we're going to go into the pit stop here, guys. So the pit stop is going to be real quick here. This will end the episode real fast here for us. I wanted to kind of get a couple of videos out so you guys can enjoy them here. And of course, so that you guys can also kind of start seeing, how this game really maneuvers real fast here for this season. It's a real exciting season we're going to be having here, because not the best drivers are winning. Brooks Bilvich won. Not Randy, Ray Bob Walker, who has won so many other ones I've seen online. He's not even really even in contention, I don't think, at this point. Let me see here. Where is he at right now? Yeah, he's not even here. It's like he's all the way down here, guys. It's very exciting. I really enjoy this. I really want to see a different type of season here for us, but it's still fresh, still new. I know Steve Tower is definitely going for, after further review, he's going for Ray Bob Walker here, or at least he gives him time, of course, to do his stuff here. So this will be for 3 and 4. We'll switch here. So Alex Hodge and Austin Bigler will switch. And then Randy Kendrick and his other driver partner here will move. And Marlon McGarry will move down there. So some maneuvers there. But number 2 here, second group, or I apologize, the top group there will be the ones that we work with. And we'll be seeing here. Let me just make sure real quick here. Let's see. Yeah, top group plus leader will be doing their fast pit check. So let's see here for Jeff Daly Jr. here. Fast pit check of a 10 here. He gets an 8, so he gets 1. So let's see here. Parnell Pepper Drake has a 6. Rolls a 10. He won't get that. Austin Bigler's a 7. He rolls a 7, so he'll snag a performance chip. Alex Hodge, fast pit, 7. He has a fast pit of an 8, so he'll get that. Let's roll again here. Joey Plunka with an 8 fast pit. Rolls a 4, so he'll snag a spot there for him. Billy Barrett with a 6. Needs a miracle here. Rolls a 5, so he'll stay pretty well up there, of course. And then Wayne Montana, the race leader here, with an 8. Rolls an 8, no problem there. So his pit crew and a lot of the leaders here were able to help, kind of handle this no problem. And Parnell Drake will be the only one that moves down here in position to the 7th place. And we will roll here for who's going to be the one that's driving here and try to take on Wayne Montana. Can they really? 5 will be over to Jeff Daly Jr. and a 2 he will pass and challenge him. Now, because this is technically considered a challenge and it is a passable one, we're going to see if they use them or if they keep their performance chips. And they will keep them there. If you guys mentioned there, we're going to keep the performance chips. They will not use them here. So that is good for them there. So they kind of realize that they're just leaving the pit stop here. They don't really need to fight themselves here just yet. And of course, we will end with Jeff Daly Jr. continuing his lead there, as it looks like it was Wayne Montana's for at least 20 miles here. So I'm going to write that down real quick here. Montana had at least 20 miles here of good stretch of racing, or at least maybe 30 miles really. And we'll actually start off here. Well, maybe we'll get through a couple more laps here. Let's go for 30 more laps if we can, or 30 more miles here. So right out of the pit cruise here, or pit stop here, we're going to go to the top group again to a 7, which will be control. So let's see how the drivers can get out of the pit stop there and get a hold of themselves. So Parnell Pepper Drake there, 2, he will pass that, and a 2 will be easily defended by Jeff Daly Jr. Wayne Montana has control as well here. 1, he'll pass that, and a 3 will be easily defended, but because, again, of course, they have both performance chips, let's roll the dice here, the decider dice, and they will keep their chips, as you guys can see. So, as of right now, Jeff Daly Jr. has made moves to continue themselves, but Austin Bigler, he's going to say no, no, no to this one. Of course, he passes with a 1, and a 5 is undefended, I don't think, here. So control, plus a burst, plus 2 bonuses, that's a 4. So it looks like they will have to roll their dice here because they both have performance chips. And it looks like they will keep their performance chips here, but Jeff Daly Jr. will be taken out of the lead here, and Austin Bigler will reseat himself up in the first place position here, but it is not guaranteed, of course, as we see Austin or Alex Hodge here. So 1, no problem for him, and a 5. So 2 control for being double there, and then just 2, so that's 4. So he will actually take on Austin Bigler there, and we have to roll the dice real quick here, and they will both keep theirs as well. So everyone's kind of keeping their performance chips. They kind of figure there's more race to be had here, and don't need to worry about losing 1 spot or 2, I suppose. And so a lot of these drivers in the top, actually every one of them will be actually rolling against the leader here. So a 2 here for Joey Plunka, he'll pass that one there, and then 2 will be what we're facing off, and he will face off no problem there. But again, because they're both racing against each other, we have to roll the performance chip dice check, and they will both utilize them to stay where they're at, because they both had them. So we both have to go. We have to roll to see if they'll keep them. So Billy Brett is the last one with control here, and he will roll a 1, and a 3 has to be defended. So that's a control plus a burst plus 2 bonuses. Alex Hodge will pass that, but Billy Brett will utilize his solo performance chip there and will maneuver around to get a hold of that number 1 spot there. So fantastic for Billy Brett. That might be his first time he's seen himself at the end of a 10-mile stretch there. So Billy Brett here will take 10-mile stretch there for 107 or 180 there, and will see himself up to the top. So that is fantastic news here for any of the underdog drivers here who want to see a fast maneuver here. And a 6 it will be here, guys, which is a duel, and he rolled a 10. So a 10 here will be the 4 cars in middle group. So the 4 cars here will be in the middle group, and they will be able to take on the top group guys or the middle group guys here in the top. So if they want to, they can, and I think Julie Justice will do that. Randy Kendrick will as well, but of course, if you remember, they have to roll it, and they have to go into trouble if they miss it, or if any of the drivers miss the shots here. So Randy Kendrick being the last here of the 2 drivers, let's roll and see if by chance he will go for, let's see here, who is he going to go for? Because he's only going to go against somebody here. So let's see, let's have him go for Jason Leonard. Let's go for the top group guys here. Let's have him take on the top guy here. He'll pass that, so he will pass, and he'll move Jason Leonard down. But the problem is, Jason Leonard has to roll for trouble. So let's see if he's going to escape that trouble here with a 10 here, and he rolls a 10, so he has no problem escaping. There is no change here on the card, if you guys can see here. There's no change to the escape there, so he will escape that no problem. But Randy Kendrick will get a performance chip for some really good driving there. And after seeing that, Julie Justice will take on Kevin Pettis here in the let's see, there's an 8th position, 9th position there. So let's see how that goes into 2. So he will actually pedal to the metal there and take on Kevin Pettis and take his spot, gaining himself a performance chip. And Kevin Pettis has to roll a 7 or less here, and he rolls a 9, so he will not take on that one. He will get caught in the trouble here, and he's in the middle trouble, and he has a D rating, guys. D rating here for trouble. So his pit crew is going to have to roll a 6, and he rolls a 4, so he will stay in the race here, but he will be all the way at the bottom here. So really bad news for him and his crew there in the military 80 Chevy there. So let's see what happens here, as of course we're going to... because I think it's just 1 car. I don't think 1 car gets a yellow flag. I'm not sure. Let's check real quick here. I'm not positive. Let's see here. If 1 or more cars are collected in a trouble result, a yellow flag will come out. So yes, so a yellow flag turn appears to be coming out here. So Denny Baker will just move right on up here, as Jordy Pettis or Kevin Pettis will move down in a little bit of a, I guess you'd say, tires clip there, as Julie Justice moves on up there. So the yellow flag will be on the 200th there, and that, my friends, will end the 200-mile stretch there, and we actually probably could end it right there, and that'll be no problem here, as I want to keep these videos nice and concise and a little bit better for you guys to see the race going by without having to kind of stop and pause and rewatch. So I hope you guys enjoy these maneuvers here, this last mile stretch here. I think that was a solid, let's see here, oh boy, I think that was about 70 miles here, and you guys can see Billy Brett all the way up here in the top has really made moves in that 88 Toyota there. But I'm thinking here's your drivers to be on the lookout for, of course, is that Wayne Montana, Jeff Daly Jr., Parnell Drake for sure. And let's not, of course, discount some great drivers who have been doing very well in this race, which would be Randy Kendrick, of course. And let's not forget Alex Hodge, who has just, I don't know, out of nowhere stayed up in the top group with Joey Plonka. 2 drivers who are really not supposed to be up there, but are definitely doing a really great job there. So hopefully the Sky Blue 73 and the Deep Purple 78 Ford will be able to continue on. Guys, smash that like button below if you haven't already. Subscribe here, guys, for me. It does, of course, help me out to know who likes what videos. When I see somebody subscribe, I kind of know where they subscribe from, because I'm doing a lot of videos for the Red, White, and Blue RACIN. I just love this game so much, guys. It's really fun. You can create all the storylines you'd like, and of course, I'll see you guys next time here for miles, I guess you'd say, last 200 miles here in the Suncoast Capital 400 down in the deep south there of Florida. I guess you're not technically south because you're in Florida there, but I'll see you guys next time in the bleachers. See you guys next time.